It's not just about the players, also about the tribe they're playing, because they will have their own distinct advantages. So we're going to take a little look at them right now. So first up, we have the Luxidoor tribe. Take me through a little bit about their strengths, advantages, and also weaknesses.
Yeah, so Luxidoor is interesting in that it starts with a fixed number of resources. It always has the same resources, so it's very predictable, and it's also very flexible. So that means you can take it in many different directions. You can start with riders. If you have water, you can go with fishing. So it's both strong and flexible.
And his opponent, LeLiberateur, is going to be playing as the Xin-xi tribe. Take me through them.
Yeah, I mean, really, they got forges. They have lots of metal everywhere. They have forges. So they get some of the highest level cities in the game. I mean, if you saw some of the stuff that Hoodrick was doing, imagine that, but more. It's a little less consistent. You can't plan out your market spots as well with the chopping. But they've got some of the craziest end game setups that you can see. It's just a little slow getting going with them.
So you're expecting, like we said, a little bit more of a grindy sort of gameplay here from both. For the Luxidoor tribe, it is Meisterlampe. Now, as we've been highlighting, he has multiple paths to victory. He's going to be relying on that versatility, the unorthodox style, and his ability to adapt to what is going on in front of him. Rider roads and potentially turtling up are going to be his keys to victory. But his opponent, who's going to be trying to stop that, ladies and gentlemen, it is LeLiberateur. Now, the Xin-xi tribe, who he is heading, are potentially going to be looking for him to play for the end game. He does not have many options to win fast, and so is going to be trying to build for that ultimate showdown at the end. His keys to victory is mainly to use a superior economy to get super units. We've already said that it's going to be a grindy game. Two individuals who know each other's playstyle, which I think does factor into it. Now, do you think the occasion might weigh on them?
So hard to say, right? How do people play under pressure? But both of these players have played in the Coliseum. They've played in Bullet. Like, they do know how to play fast and play, but with lights on them and a live audience, like, we've never done this before.
I don't know. I think they're both. Look at him. He's locked in. This is a man who knows what he's doing. And it looks like the game's just about to get started here.
Game is just about to begin. I think both players, we've heard about their histories, we've heard about their tribes, we've heard about their personalities. And I think it is almost time for us to get into game. And away we go!
Okay, LeLib in the west. Got some nice mines there. He moved his warrior. Oh, is he going for the lighthouse? Luxidoor in the south. So they might have some early meetings. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, something really interesting. Like, we were talking about the anti-homage and everything. He's sending that first warrior straight back. Like, I'm not going for the expansion. I'm going to go for the lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Now, very good for this kind of playstyle. He sees a ruin. Maybe a little further than he would have liked, but ruin nonetheless.
So is Luxidoor going to go for a rider? I don't think so. Not with all those forests in the way. So Luxidoor, again, so versatile. They could go for riders. They could do 4 warriors. Not easy access to the lighthouse, but it's there. He can get it later.
Yeah. I want to see where LeLib sends. Yeah, he's going to send it straight towards the center of the map. He can get his other village later.
Oh, and there's some water cutting off his expansion to the north.
We're going to see a explorer here, probably some hunting. I mean, yeah, hunting.
Yeah.
We're talking about parallel resources.
Hunting makes sense.
There's resources to upgrade with hunting and climbing. Ooh, for the ruin.
He wants the ruin. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he gets the ruin and it blocks off.
Like you were saying,
explorer going south.
Early climbing for ruins is better than late climbing, so I like that.
Yeah, we're going to go over and turn to the spectator real quick. That's got everything.
Oh, you have so much power. I know. I need to remove the fog.
Yeah. No, but just look at some shared fog right now. Now, this is something that seems to become more and more rare, actually. But with Jin's increased mountain rates and everything, when Meister goes ahead and picks up an explorer over in this west city, see this mountain over here?
Oh, a sword?
Yeah.
Not great. Could have been better. Could have been better.
Yeah, would have wanted like population for sure.
This is, again, this early meeting is an advantage for Luxidoor because Xin-xi needs time. to build up their cities and their economy. And we'll see. You know, Xin-xi got the sword from the ruin. We don't know what Luxidor's getting. Okay, I'm gonna go for population. Population for the Luxidor ruin. I'm calling it.
All right.
Hey,
there you go.
let's go.
A very good call. And as soon as this warrior down here routes out to this mountain, gets vision on this.
Yes.
Already all the
Oh,
population
what were we
needed for the
saying?
giant.
Early giant with these guaranteed
Yeah.
resources. And Meisterlampe is known for this.
Well, actually, no, he's going to do this faster. He's got a faster way.
Oh.
Turning over to the player real quick. Yeah, he's getting the explorer over here. Get that west lighthouse. Giant on turn 5.
And he has
Doesn't get the
climbing,
south one.
so he can get more vision with the
Yeah.
explorer.
Oh, fishing first.
What?
Oh, he doesn't want to
Interesting.
gamble on the
See,
explorer.
you know, we don't know what he's
Okay.
going to do. He's like light years ahead of us.
Yeah, no need to gamble, says Meister. Well, this is something I was looking at too, that I found interesting about this. That he bought climbing because there is this mountain over in the north.
There's the explorer. He's going to get is he going to get the lighthouse? Oh!
It dodges because of the mountains. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
But
unfortunate.
it misses the north one too. Yeah,
This
so
is
good choice by Meister.
Wow, that did not go the way he wanted it to. He was hoping for at least one lighthouse.
Yeah. LeLib, meanwhile,
Does he have an archer?
yes, he went ahead and bought archery.
And we should point out, LeLib is playing with the skin.
Yeah.
So instead of shooting arrows, I think they throw, what, shurikens or something like that?
Yeah,
That's so fun.
little, ninja stars.
That's great. Okay, every time we've seen Meisterlampe play in the World Championships, he gets a juggernaut on like turn. This is classic for him. Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
gosh.
this is the Luxidor special. Like, this is why
Yes.
people really liked them after those Explorer changes. But he's showing, even without the Explorer changes, no lighthouses were propowering this giant. No
He still got the
lighthouses for that
giant. He didn't
population.
need a lighthouse. He just got a giant anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so this is interesting for Xin-xi because he knows he can't really get giants for a while. Archers is the smart way to counter.
Well, the thing is, like, look at this juggernaut on the water.
Yeah.
We go ahead, change over our perspective, and like see everything that we've got. This juggernaut has a real easy path to this level 1 city.
Oh.
Your usual things of like giant pushing, not an option. Does he have time to get enough archers? Not with these population caps.
Yeah, but you know, every time we see Meisterlampe with an early juggernaut on the water, he does something we do not expect. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's going to send that giant over. Oh, he did not send the giant where we thought. So we're just going to have to watch and see. Hard to figure out what he's going to do. Oh, he's chopping.
Yeah, he wants
Why
to.
is he chopping? He wants to chop to upgrade. He needs enough to get a animal and oh no, he wants another archer.
Yeah. I guess the archer now, and then he's looking at his path towards
He wants
his own
to
capital
siege.
giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this giant's headed. Like, there's nowhere else for it to go.
Oh,
And I don't think we tune back into all the players. Yeah, I think that's some like a nervous facial touching.
I know. If
Some
I'm
people
LeLib and I
explore.
see that juggernaut coming into my borders, I gotta be nervous.
Yeah, Meister feels cool as a cucumber. He's like, I got the situation under control.
And he also picks up archers. Very strong archers in the early game. Again, with those forests in the way, also archery gives a defense bonus.
Yeah, but I guess so. You want to block the giant, this juggernaut, from being able to siege the city, but like,
Ow.
yeah, you're not like a walled warrior isn't.
I don't
not
see a way to
possible.
stop that giant from taking that city. I mean, it hasn't even upgraded it yet, which is smart.
Yeah.
If you know your city's going to get taken, do not invest any resources in it. But he's going to be only left with 2 cities. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, like, so even I don't want to spend too much time in this line talking about like the impossibility of a walled warrior, but like the archer there too. Like Meister's covered everything.
Yeah. He anticipates. You know, that's one of the important skills with Polytopia, like with chess. You have to anticipate what your opponent's not only do you have to plan what you're going to do, you have to think what are they going to do, and you have to plan ahead.
Yeah, and like Meister's one of the rare players who can like plan tactics in seconds in a game like Polytopia with like 20 million units moving around the map. Like every detail matters.
So is he going to siege with 2 archers? And can he reach in there?
So he's gone ahead.
Oh, he's
and,
going for the
Yeah, moved
giant.
his archers away. But,
Sending in the sword.
he's trying to use the archer's like swordsman combo. If he can deal enough damage to this giant, try to re-siege with the veteran swordsman, try to make something out of that. But I mean, he just doesn't have the population caps for these kinds of things. Maybe he can get 2 archers here with a chop. I'm not sure if he'll want to though. Or if it seems like he's holding on to that forest west of that city for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, archers are a great counter to giants. Oh, I forgot to call it. What? Oh,
Wow.
that's not great.
That's unusual.
I don't think we'll see any forests being planted, but you never know.
Maybe
but
we're
yeah,
gonna
archers.
get the T-Tag game.
Archers are a great counter to giants, but I don't know that he has enough archers to slow that giant. We'll see, because Meister has his own archers.
Yeah, these archers are, I mean, they're putting in the work right now. I think okay, there's 2 huge things going on, right? One, the giant, we've been talking about it, but also, hey, remember how we usually talk about how big it is to get like advantage on the water?
Yeah.
This man is uncontested.
You know, and also that village is garbage up there.
Yeah.
There's no mines.
It's been crazy for, I mean, Jin just wants to
Yeah.
all medals all the time, but like, look at it.
Exactly. Xin-xi's strength is metal and mines and forges, and there's really no opportunity for
Like,
LeLib to do that.
Outside the 3 mines on the capital.
Right.
absolutely
There's the
nothing.
capital, but beyond that, those other cities are disappointing. Got to be disappointed.
Yeah, now there's some tactical thinking going on here because you don't want to move that swordsman into the giant, but you want to keep it in range
Right.
to siege in the future.
Right.
You also want to move your own archers in to deal damage to this giant right now, but it puts them in vulnerable
Right.
positions for the warriors.
Because giants cannot move and attack on the same turn, right? So you want to keep them at arm's length if possible.
Yeah. So I wonder, does he want to move his archer back, attack with the 2? Does he? He's gonna advance with the swordsman. So he can get all of his archers in these
Okay.
nice positions. So the swordsman is
nicely
blocking his
done.
archer, but
That's-
the swordsman's a little more vulnerable. It's harder to see how to hold down the siege in the future.
Yeah, and did you see that trick he did where he held down on the 2 units to see what the damage is? So that in the game, there's the damage calculator. I like him using that to just check it before he does the attack.
Yeah, and Meister just checking out, using his pilot, like travel as a pair.
Yeah,
This guy.
leapfrogging, we sometimes call that, clearing out the fog. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that explorer. Is it finally going to get him the lighthouse?
It
Yes.
gets him that eastern lighthouse, but the 2 hard ones,
Yeah.
the northern lighthouse and the western one.
Connecting with the port, yeah, and upgrading 5 stars back.
I'm kind of interested in, yeah, that makes more sense. Just kill the swordsman, the only problem unit. I was kind of interested in seeing a port north of the city for some splash on the archer and warrior as well, but yeah, this is a stronger play.
He's going to get another giant and push into this. I love that. I love that. He knew that the warrior would go north into the raft, which is exactly where he wanted it. It's great.
Yeah, there is no set push order where giants will push the units off, but it heads towards the center of the map. Actually, I have a photo right before, like a few hours ago. He and Arthur were just sitting on the couch looking at the
Push order?
Yeah, the push
Yeah.
order charts.
So moving those archers into range. Again, archers are great counters.
Yeah,
The giant's slow, but
Yeah, they weren't able to save the city, but the giant's not going to steal 2 cities. So keeping the damage to a minimum for right now.
soaking up hits. Chopping. Is he going to
Oh.
get an explorer?
It feels like necessary.
Yeah. Picks up a lighthouse. So he wants a giant of his own, right? He's got to be like, I need my
Yeah.
own giant. Is he going to get another lighthouse? There it
And
is.
there it is. Yeah, he's got enough stars now,
Now
to
he
get his
can
own
get- yep.
giant.
Now he can get a giant. That'll buy him time, keep him alive.
Yeah, he's going to use his archers to fight back Meisters, and now Park of Fortune here.
Yep. Get 5 stars
in the
back.
second city. Yeah, he's trying not to block his
Right.
market spots.
You got to be careful where you put. We've seen one too many games where new players put their monuments in perfect spots where you want to put a market. Like, don't do that. So he got it right. He's like, no, I don't want to put it there.
Yeah. And
Bye-bye,
I mean, markets are kind of newer, so you have to learn like a new muscle memory. Like, I want to put my monument here. It's like a wait, market.
Wait.
So yeah, quick readjustment. Yeah, these rafts should be able to pick up these other cities, and we might even see
picks up
Bazaar for Meister
forestry.
not too long from now. Is this an
Fishing.
explorer here to take them all?
No.
The explorer will not get in my of God, so
Yeah.
workshop instead.
Oh,
Yeah, the rafts are split to go pick up these 2 cities and probably pick up that Grand Bazaar pretty soon.
that's interesting because there's a warrior over in the east, but it's going to take another turn where that raft can get to the village 1 turn faster, and he knows it. 1 turn can make a huge difference in this game.
Yeah, and then Meister is like, oh, you liked my first giant. How about number 2?
And another juggernaut, of course. It's just faster. Send it in the water, then get it moving.
Yeah, and interestingly, it seemed like there was some thought about where those warriors should move around that AXE city. And instead of advancing them forwards where they had defense bonuses and likely wouldn't have had too much resistance from the archers, he keeps them back so that he can probably heal that 5 health to 9 health archer there.
Keeping it safe to heal. Okay, archers coming in, hitting from a safe distance. They're going to be able to get a kill. How did the kills stack up?
Oh yeah, this one is promoted. Well, we haven't seen a veteran today, have we? But
Explain what a veteran is.
yeah, so this archer, you saw that it had a kill count. This is actually a great time to go into the spectator reel here. So this one, you see that it's at 2 out of 3 kills. Normally you would, if you're Meister, you want to go after these 2 units, which have a little bit more health. But now this one's a problem because if it gets that 3rd kill, it will be able to promote, which heals all of its health and gives it an extra 5. So instead of 10, it will have 15 health and becomes a bigger problem to deal with.
Yeah, and Meister's smart enough to keep track of the kills and know that that's the target he wants to take out. And there you said it. So he moved the 2 rafts onto the villages. So Meisterlampe's going
Yeah,
to
he's looking at all the kills right now. He tapped on all the units exactly for that.
See? He did it. He knows. He has to see. And there you go.
And he's going after the you
one
know,
with that
less
could be a-
important but
yeah.
potential veteran instead. And he's got his own.
He's got his own. See that little arrow? And
Yeah,
there he did.
and
He
there he
promoted it.
promoted it.
So that unit went from 10 to 15 for getting 3 kills. Nicely done.
So he's walking everything. He's thinking about the rafts because the rafts don't have a lot of spots that they want to go to. He might even land them to keep his archers a little more safe. He might want to keep them in the water too. They're kind of blocking his juggernaut as is, and he's not able to get sailing just yet.
Well, we've seen this with other games. Once there's this central lake, right? If you have control over that middle lake and you have control of the water, that's a big advantage.
Yeah, and you can see he actually checked what city his unit was from.
Yes.
We should talk about this. If
Yes.
you see those little dots under all of the cities, that is how many units are trained from there. And when it goes all the way to the top, you can't train anymore. So his capital is pretty close to what we call population capped, pop capped. Yeah, that archer is the very last unit he can train until he's thinking that this warrior will die, which is why he sent it out to help defend his archer, which is more valuable.
He would rather sacrifice that one so he can free up a space and get a new one.
Yeah, train something on his cap.
Oh, this is a really tough position for LeLib. This is really tough.
Yeah, and he is gonna go. He has to kill this warrior. He has no choice but to kill it, and that's exactly what Meister wants.
And again, the Meisterlampe has archers, so his warriors on forests have the defense bonus. They're harder to kill.
Yeah, and he's gonna go ahead
Oh,
and pick
look
up
at
the
that!
speed. His rider had awkward positions for bouncing back, just with where that lumber hut is. It would like to go to north, but it can't move for the
So
forest
he's
tile.
sieged into that little Luxidoor city that used to be the Xin-xi city. But oh, he's looking at Shiv. Interesting. I didn't expect that.
I mean, if you're looking at what he's dealing with, just a bunch of warriors, archers, like a raft. Look at how nice the chain would be. And even if you can't get a chain, just spacing out those units.
It's going to take him a long time to get enough income for that. That's expensive to get knights and Shiv.
Yeah, I mean, especially on but he has to do something fast too, because he's looking at his
Yeah. prospects
prospects wait, I have 3 cities, and Meister has how many? Oh, he's got 7 cities?
Is Meister going to get a tech before capture here? He's got 2 cities he's going to
Yeah.
pick up.
I wonder. I think, Yeah, I was wondering where he's going to move that juggernaut in. Cute. It's kind of awkward. He doesn't want to move into where all of the archers are and everything.
No tech before capture. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, I was thinking about if he wanted roads, but he's got enough cities that he doesn't need roads to get his
Is he going to try to go for more
Workshop.
lighthouses? Nah, probably just a workshop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
He
connection.
doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it. No, he doesn't need those lighthouses. He's going to connect here with the port.
Yeah, and then one more port on that Luxy city. It's not quite connected yet. All the port connections running right around it.
So we can touch on that. So a port acts like, you can put your units in the port to get a naval unit, but it connects to the capital like a road, and it gives your capital a population and the city that it's connected to a population.
I was wondering how in-depth we were going to go on port connection.
Oh, no.
I was talking with Wanny Boy about this yesterday, like the PhDs we have in port connection sciences.
Yeah, I think I get an honorary PhD in port science.
But yeah, the connect like roads. As soon as he gets one more port right next to that Luxy city, he'll get his Grand Bazaar. I wonder where he wants to use. I mean, Monument's always good, but it's kind of a question of how good is it? Where do you want to use this? And you can see he didn't kill with the warrior. He killed with the rider instead, so that he can farm towards veteran.
Yep.
Because the warrior on the city is definitely dying.
Definitely not surviving.
Yeah. And LeLib's, he's looking at his option for knights.
25. He's counting up the stars. How many stars do I need to get Shiv? He's saving the stars.
Yeah, and I mean, the real big problem is, look at this line of forest between them. If he even gets to the knight, he needs like roads to like navigate this.
Does Meisterlampe have vision on?
Oh, Meister has vision on everything.
So if LeLib gets a knight, he's gonna see it and he'll be able to anticipate and.
Yeah, but it ends up. I mean, he wouldn't leave his units like this, but he wants to leave his units like this.
So
That's
there he
why he's done it.
unsieges with 2 archers. Yeah, we knew that warrior wasn't long for this world.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, this is the thing about archers on lakes. They bypass these water gaps like nothing else. Like riders would be kind of useless for him here, but the archers just kind of police that city and make sure that like LeLib's never gonna siege, like get anything that lands anyways.
He wants to stop LeLib's warrior from moving on to that ruin. Is he gonna get an archer up there to deny? Oh, he went for. Did he get ramming?
He got sailing.
Sailing. Sorry, sailing. Okay, cool. Oh.
And he's looking at the starfish.
Yeah, he did get an archer. So with the archer and the 2 warriors, he can deny Xin-xi that village up in the north. I mean, ruin up in the north.
These archers just keep progressing. I mean, one of the interesting things we're seeing here, or like what's probably taking up most of their attention, is the little dance they're doing with their giants. And I think LeLib's got the advantage with this. He has way more archers that can shoot Meister's giant here than the other way around. I mean, with how the map's laid out, he can hit him with these like 5 archers. Meister doesn't really have all that much, and even fewer when you consider he doesn't want to leave an archer just occupying the city constantly. The problem for LeLib's giant is that it's not in city borders, so it heals less. And as it goes on, I mean, their giants are going to whittle down in health. But the big thing is who gets to break first.
He did get chivalry. Look at that.
Yeah. You want to see who gets to break first, because if that giant is killed, then there's big problems. There's starting to be big problems for Meister if this knight can like make its way
But
through.
Meister's going to see the knight. He's going to be able to know how to space his units.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to space his units. That's why he's clumped them all together like this. So he's forcing him to move his units in super unoptimal ways.
Exactly.
So still good for LeLib. He's got interesting.
What do you see?
He's just advanced his archer. You would have maybe expected him to just keep it safe in the back. But he's attacking the warrior.
How is Meister going to counter this knight? Oh.
Yeah, he's got scouts.
He's just going to kill it.
Yeah. Immediate resign.
Oh, that was it.
There we have it.
Wow.
First victor crowned of these games. There it is, Meisterlampe. Very happy with that performance, I think. Wouldn't you say so?
Meisterlampe has to be pleased, but I mean, Xin-xi has to be disappointed. What did LeLib say in that video? If I get a good spawn, I have a decent chance. His spawn was okay, but his what we call C2, which is his second city, and his C3, they didn't have any mountains. They didn't have any mines. He didn't really have those resources to grow his cities, and that's where Xin-xi shines, and he couldn't do that.
Well, that does give the advantage to Meisterlampe going into game 2. Now, as we saw last time, we did eventually go into game 3, so not all is lost. We'll see if LeLiberateur does have something in his back pocket. It is now a game of mental resilience for him. If he's able to steal back the momentum, he'll have a great advantage going into game 3 as the players get ready to start their next game.
Should we call dibs on how fast Meisterlampe's going to get a giant? I'm going to say by turn 6.
We go into game 2.
Here we go.
It's interesting with the resources that Meister's working with. Like, I mean, so really, not to make this the Meister show or anything, but if you head back, it's difficult with the water cutting off to the west lighthouse. And he needs to get a second city, which his resources are not doing the best job.
I don't see him getting a juggernaut anytime soon. The way the water is placed doesn't really work towards that.
Yeah, and to make this more obvious, I want to show how hard it is for Meister, like where his second city is. So if we turn over here, shared fog on, that city Xin just stepped on is blocking everything.
Yeah. Oh,
Meister
no.
wants to head in here. He's seeing these fruits right now.
Oh,
like,
no. Oh, wow.
He's about to see the Xin borders pop up right there as well.
So Meisterlampe has no villages in sight, and LeLib's going to pick up 2. And those are nice villages. We were talking about the last game, how his C2 and C3 didn't have much. These have a lot going for them.
Yeah, they have mountains on them.
Oh, no. There's still no village. What is this map?
There were villages. They were just, you know,
not where he was looking.
Yeah, difficult to like indicate for, and also when you have no indicators, you kind of play greedy.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna head towards the center where I hope a village would be, and it just ended up not working out for him. He's gonna be fine. He did find those villages eventually.
You want to talk a little bit more about those indicators that you were saying? How would they determine where a city is going to be?
Well, I'm not sure, you know, what's like intentional, what's not, but it is in the game, and it's how players are like operating with this stuff. So if we turn over to the spectator, all of these resources, like the animals or the fruits, and also the metals on the mountains, they are all actually, when the map is generated, they spawn in the villages first, and then the villages spawn in these resources around them. And there are certain rules for like how many there are, like where everything is, whatever else. So you can mathematically kind of determine, hey, if I see these resources here, this is where the villages are. Or, you know, the shorthand of that is, if I'm seeing like, you know, resources like animals, there's probably going to be a village there.
Yeah, it's a clue to where your villages are.
Yeah, so if we turn over to just Meister's vision real quick, and turn back the time, fast too, you'll notice, hey, he went straight for the animal, right?
That's the clue. There should have been a village near there, but...
Yeah, and this thing, right, he can head towards the center or up here, and there's no resources in either place. Turns out the village was up here, though.
So Meister's gonna pick up. He still hasn't picked up his first village.
Yeah.
And Xin-xi has 2. So yeah, right now looking just at economy, Xin-xi's doing very well.
Which this feels like a fever dream. Xin-xi's winning the economy early game. I think we'll see an explorer here. Yeah, he's trying to meet Meister because he still hasn't yet, and never mind, he has.
Now he knows
just
where he
lying.
LeLib's got to be happy about this. LeLib's got to be happy. He can see that Meister still just has his one city. He has time to grow his cities.
He's like, it's turn 5 and Luxidoor has no giant? Cha-ching.
I know. My prediction is failing. I don't see a giant anytime soon for Meister.
Yeah, and the other fortunate thing is that the water access for the giant on the capital doesn't threaten LeLib here.
No. That's what I was saying. I don't expect a juggernaut.
Yeah, no, this is a much more promising start. And I mean, the big, I keep saying the big thing, but it really is. Meister is slower to get to these villages, but he's also kind of cut off, like hemmed in. Where does he go next?
Oh, he went for fishing and hunting.
Yeah, he wants the population. He needs a lighthouse here from one of these, but he's got the resources with one lighthouse, either in the south.
Is he going to get it?
Yeah, this one. He doesn't have climate.
Oh, he got it.
So
he got one.
Yeah, he doesn't have the stars now, though, so he needs a second one, and no second lighthouse.
He's just going to have to upgrade that, get a workshop. And is he going to... I don't think he's going to get an explorer.
Yeah, but he needs to start expanding, so he's looking at the port.
Trying to decide between port and fishing. Ports are very expensive, but
Yeah.
oh, he didn't get an explorer. He wants that lighthouse.
I think the reason he didn't get the port was just look at the stars.
Yeah.
Before that upgrade, he was at 7 stars per turn.
Yeah.
If he used all of his stars, he
Yeah.
would have been 1 star short of getting his
But at least now he
giant.
got the upgrade. He can get that gives you more income, even if he can't get the giant yet.
Yeah. He would have loved to try something. Start expanding, pick up that North Village, maybe use the lake to head over to the one in the east that he sees now. But just 1 star short.
Ooh, the first kill exchange there.
Yeah.
And LeLib's going to get that village. No mines up there, but he's still got to be happy taking that village away from Meister.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he can... His water access is, like, kind of poor.
Yeah.
But really, there's not a big, central lake. Like, the middle of this map is all land.
Yes.
So that's fine. But he does maybe a little want to get into the water, place a couple of ports, just to get those 2 cities over in the east. I think Xin has a better chance of getting them than Meister does.
He's placing a port. He thinks in the same thing. I got to get on the water if I want to get that village.
Yeah, no other way to get that village up. I mean, there is,
But
you can head to
Xin-xi
the
just
fall.
has more access to more map. I mean, Xin-xi's going to get to more villages, and Meisterlamp's going to be lucky to get 3.
Yeah, it looks very nice. I think Meister has something with his giant here. If he can send it straight towards the middle of the map, like that level 2 Buka city, it can get upgraded to get its giant there to try to defend. Like, your giant will defend against one opponent giant.
LeLib
He'll be
has
all right.
20 stars. He's got to be thinking of a tech before getting
Yeah.
his village.
He's probably
doesn't-
debating fishing or mining here.
He doesn't have mining yet.
Yeah, mining is, better for you, just that you want to pick it up earlier while it's
But
so
fishing,
cheap.
he can get on the water, and like you said, maybe scoop up some of those villages
He
on the
can
coast.
grab like 2 or 3 villages with fishing. Like, he wants to get on that like ASAP.
Yeah, did you see him tapping the fog? Tap, 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 tap. I want this village. I want it.
I'm glad that we've been able to develop our own, kind of
Yes.
language. We're just clicking around on the screen.
So we can see.
Yeah, you just clicked on mining in the tech tree. He's thinking. It is a very difficult decision.
Oh,
Both are
okay,
nice,
fishing.
but yeah, goes for fishing.
so
We
again,
might-
he's choosing expansion over economy at this point. He's like, I need to
Yeah.
claim those villages. I can get my cities big later.
Well, it goes back to something we were talking about earlier with Meister's like capital giant heading towards that middle city. Like LeLib's got the resources to make his own and try to defend like that. It is annoying though. He's betting right now that Meister's attack will not be quick enough that he can get this. So it's a kind of a greedy play, like sacrificing his economy. And it's going to be harder to get like his setup. He's going to have to get that stuff later, but he's hoping to pick up a ton of villages and that it'll be worth it. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, the ton of villages could really be tipping the scales. But Meisterlampe has this decision where to send the giant. He doesn't have climbing, so it's going to be a lot slower to move that giant onto the front lines.
And there we go, archery. Yeah, swordsman around the edge.
Not helpful.
It's not crazy helpful. However,
Could
just
be
having
later.
another unit around in this place that you're trying to explore.
Oh, good point. He can send the sword to go get like
Yeah.
the ruin and send the warrior to go get the village. Or,
I mean, maybe
yeah.
if he went mining, it would have been nicer. But now that he's got fishing and he's putting down the ports to grab all that stuff anyways, that won't be super helpful. Maybe later on it'll go into a port, re-enter the game. But too
making a
early.
move to hit the archer. Because archers don't have the same defense, so it's better to attack them.
Yeah, I mean, the other advantage of the archer is just the force defense bonus on that ruin down south. LeLib's 2 warriors are not strong enough now.
He has 11 stars, not enough. He was looking at archery and he's like, oh, I can't afford it. Oh, he's going to chop for it. See, this is the versatility. You can chop a forest, get a star, and he could
He's
pick up
looking at
that
it,
tech
yeah.
that he was eyeing. He's considering it.
Yeah, he wants to get onto that village ASAP.
Get that village. Oh, running out of time.
Yeah, spending too much time thinking.
Quick, 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 quick.
It is
quick.
a very difficult position.
It is.
Explorer. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Is it? Will it go for the East Lighthouse though? No, it turns back north.
That's disappointing. Oh, that is not
Yeah.
fortunate.
I'll explain a little bit about the pathing of the Explorer there. Why didn't it go where he wanted it to go?
This is another thing you could have not really a PhD in. Port connections are more complicated, but recently they've changed, so they become a lot more simple, streamlined. The players are enjoying them. But within a 5-tile radius of wherever the explorer originates, it will search for fog to go explore, and it will search for wherever there is the most fog in any given time. So it should go into the corner, which is nice for picking up the lighthouses, which are in the corners. But in cases like that, there's this big clump of fog in the middle. It could go north or east, and it chooses to go north instead because there's closer fog like that. So we'll not get him the east lighthouse.
Which is not what Meisterlampe wanted.
Yeah. Meister, though, he's looking at this and he's like, wait a second, Jin's got how many cities? And a 7th on the way, and I've got 4. So, yeah, absolutely, he cannot be happy with this.
But he's sending in his giant. If he can pick up one of Xin-xi's cities,
yeah,
that's his path. That's got to be what he's thinking.
Yeah, it's a dangerous position without the mining earlier and like the low economy that Jin has. If Meister can use this giant to take that middle city, that would win the game for him. So LeLib's going to have I think he can do it. But it's this is why he was spending all that time thinking, like, why the flashing lights started coming on towards the end. Because he has to calculate a lot here.
But Meister's strategy is giant in the front, archers in the back. That is a great combination and something that Meister does very well. But he's just down in cities. I mean, you do the simple math. It's like Meister just doesn't have enough places to train units, and she's going to have more cities.
Yeah. So another thing about that searching a 5-tile radius, this Suzzley city, the explorer will head south, but then, if you count it, the tile north of that fog.
Is it within 5?
Yeah, it's within that 5 tiles of the western fog. So I think he might be taking an explorer in
if he wants
Suzzley.
that lighthouse in the west.
Yeah, and if I'm counting correctly, which I might not be, then explorer should, if it's within the 15 tiles. I think because it has to go south first and then to the west, it's not within the 15
The
tiles
south
the
one is
explorer
closer.
have. Yeah, the route is too long and won't go to the lighthouse.
But if there's no fog within 5, it just bounces around randomly.
Yeah.
That's a risk.
So nothing upgrading for now.
He
Ooh,
chopped.
chop.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. He sacrificed the animal. Ouch.
I usually like to harvest those animals before any of that stuff. Any of the chopping.
Okay, Meister's setting up to siege with his giant. I like how he puts the giant on the mountain for the defense bonus.
Yeah. I'm thinking about if Meister had changed his attack order. He went through with his archer and warrior there. I'm wondering about if he attacked the warrior first, then the archer. It gives his archer a kill towards veteran, and the warrior is closer to these archers that he's trying to train. But yeah, the archers are probably going to back up, so the warrior's not much health. So just conserve the health. Ooh, okay, whoa. Now the population ruin is really big here.
This is really
Because now he's got the path towards his
own
giant
giant
and Park of Fortune to help upgrade his second city, Bucha. And like getting that Park of Fortune to help get another giant here makes the defense way more easy.
He's got to be really happy about that, getting his own giant soon.
Yeah, and this is some classic advice. You don't want to, like the giant is like the smoke, the archers are the fire. If you can like get a bunch of archers just like around your opponent like that, huge problems. But the giant's serving 2 purposes. One, there's the obvious threat in the central city, Bucha, if it sieges there. The other thing is it's cutting off like the archer support to that northern city. So Meister has his 2 archers and warrior. He's planning to try to get a siege here. So LeLib, he needs to spend his stars. He wants to buy mining, get like giant cap, like, stuff, help out, get Bucha up. But he also needs to have like something like sailing to get like scouts to defend his city. Yeah, scouts for defending cities are notoriously expensive though. We saw some in the earlier brackets when we were deciding tribe champions. It was very difficult for players to make the defense with scouts work just because it was so expensive. It feels like he has no choice though. Like, how else does he defend the city? I think there's a choice to just ignore the city, to just not defend it here though.
What would you say is Meister's route to victory from this position?
So he wants to take that middle city, and even if he can't take the middle city, he wants to take the one city further north of that little, mini Pangea in the center of the map. If he can take either of those, just even things out a little bit, like 5 cities against 6, that's playable. Can make for some kind of endgame here. If he takes both of them, he's winning. And it's hard to see with how all the tactics will work out. Also, LeLib's having a difficult time with time management.
Yeah, that's always the thing, right? Look at the clock. Meisterlampe has a comfortable 3, almost 4 minutes, and LeLib is taking time to think. So the clock can be your biggest enemy in this game.
Yeah, I think Meister just wants to take those middle cities and then just play for some kind of endgame, like if he gets his market set up. Just pushing really aggressively with archers. Again, we were saying the smoke fire thing. The giant is the obvious threat, sieging the city right now. But if you something that you could defend with, just pushing your own giant there before, suddenly it's not an option anymore when there's all these archers behind that are just going to tear you apart if you try to make a giant.
Oh,
yeah,
oh
no.
my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh
Talk
my
about route to
gosh.
victory. There it is. 2-0.
Oh my
Meisterlampe
gosh.
goes through to the semifinals.
Wow.
It is done. It is over. Did that surprise you?
You know, the second game, I thought Xin-xi had a stronger position picking up those C2 and C3. Those other cities had great resources. Xin-xi had more cities than Luxidoor, but that was quite the upset. Well
Unless
done.
the player would have resigned the Luxidoor position. I'm missing all my
Yes.
villages. What's going on here? But Meister made it work. I think maybe there was a little mistake with going for sailing because it was either sailing or mining to try to work the defense. You're playing for the late game with sailing, and the late game just never got there.
But there we go. Meisterlampe, first 2-0.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting that, I don't think. I thought at the start of that game, we were looking at maybe a 1-1. It did look like Meister clawed it back a little bit there, and he'll obviously be going to the semi-final. We have our semi-finalists.
Yes.
There we go. How have we felt about the 2 matches so far?
Oh, it's kind of brutal. The second one for sure. But all of them, it's great match, great
matches, well played. Yeah, the first game, Luxidoor really had a strong position
To get the victory.
Hello. Yeah, it definitely feels great. I was very surprised that it ended up being that quick, because especially in the second game, I was like, oh no, the start was really horrible. I have captured my first city on turn 5, and I saw Xin-xi get the middle of the map, but fortunately for me, he really didn't have any way to make a giant in that game, and then I double sieged him in the last turn, and it's like he didn't have enough stars to save either of those cities.
Oh, it was quite a succinct way of explaining the game there. How do you feel about your next matchup, Slimming Boy with the Barda tribe?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for it. It's probably the easiest opponent I could have got in the semifinals, looking at who else is in the other brackets.
So the crowd behind really, at that one.
Yeah, I think Imperius and Hudrik would have definitely been tougher matchups for me, but we'll have to see. Earlier when we played a game against each other, he beat me, so let's see if he can do it again later on.
I'll throw it to the casters for any technical questions about the game. Are there any decisions that you thought were a little bit confusing, or was it pretty standard?
Yeah, when that second game, when you're looking for resources, where are the villages? Where are the villages? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, so I wanted, the first warrior, I kind of wanted to send the center of the map to secure it. When I saw Xin-xi capture there, and I noticed, okay, that's not an option, but maybe I can go all the way around the north to capture Far City quickly. Well, then I noticed that Xin-xi could cut me off there, and he ended up killing my warrior. But in the process, it seems like I slowed his economy enough so that he wasn't prepared to defend my giant.
Yeah, do you think there was anything he could have done, maybe? Let's just say that he did have the resources, he gets a giant push off there. You had a ton of archers assembled around. Did you think it was a... it seemed like there were other ways you could have won that position from there, even.
Well, obviously I haven't seen exactly what his division and position and so on looked like. But if he managed to defend my push, I'm certain he would have won afterwards, because I would have been stuck on 4 cities, and I think he had 7
He had
or
6.
something like that.
He was going to pick up another
Yeah,
one.
but he would have got
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the game, for the interview.